Hello, my friends. It's been a long minute, and since this long minute, I've received so many new subscribers. So I want to say hi, everybody. Thank you for subscribing to this very cringe-worthy goober. So let's get to where we're at. Currently, we are at LA Comic Con. This is the first year that Artist Alley is being held in the Kentia Hall. Kentia Hall. But we're here. I finally made it to my booth. We're gonna start setting up. I only got like 3 hours. I got here at 10. This event starts at 1 p.m. on Friday. It is a 3-day event. Friday is from 1 to 7. Saturday and Sunday, I think it starts from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. First time out down here. Setting up is actually pretty easy because the parking lot is literally connected. So if you park somewhere down the Convention Center Drive, you have easy access to just getting to this floor. Instead of the usual walking up the stairs, getting to the elevator and fighting for a spot. So much easier to get to. That's the plus side. Now we gotta see if we actually get the same amount of traffic. Since all the major components are upstairs, we'll have to see if people actually wander down. But yeah, I gotta start setting up before I end up bleeding into convention hours, and I'll update you guys in a few. I just gotta quickly, easy as that. We are done setting, took a minute. I set it up for the first half, and then the second half, I had my good friend Sam help me out. I did need some help putting the display up, but here we are, all done, all good, all ready to go. It is officially day 1. Usually the convention takes place upstairs in the main lobby, and then there is some of West Hall. Last year, West Hall was the gaming section, and I think it was also another segment of the Artist Alley. But what I have heard is for all the newer artists, they tend to put people in the West Hall instead of, I guess, what it is now, the Kentia Hall. So we're hanging out here. They are finally blasting the AC. I was dying here. We were all dying, Mr. Krabs. It was hella hot, and it was kind of muggy this morning. I was surprised it didn't actually rain because it looked like it was gonna rain. So I have my burrito, my nice delicious burrito that Sam brought me. He said he got it from Denny's. I think he got it from Denny's, and it is only $8 for a burrito, so that's a steal. Usually you don't get items under $10, so I am surprised. And it is pretty tasty, pretty hefty. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go pick up Normandy. He's running a little behind, and I need to get him his badge. Actually, I need to snatch it from Sam and then get him in. But yeah, tune in real soon. I think it's so many.
Give me a line. These are for me. That's for you.
Yes. I've only seen them in K-dramas. They're just literally like little chocolate bars,
It's
right?
like 2 cups of coffee.
2 cups. Here's Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
He's kind of helping me for today. He only helped for setting up.
Set up crew.
Set up crew. Gang.
My pleasure.
It is 7:26, y'all. We are dying. It's Friday, not the greatest day, midday, especially since it's a work day and it is also a school day. So not too many people are walking around, and it is also getting cold. So that means there's not too many people walking around. Well, anyways, we're gonna be closing off soon. I'll do another update tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be better. For the first day, I think I've overheard a couple of attendees having a hard time finding the Artist Alley, but luckily a couple of exhibitors upstairs were nice enough to tell them that Artist Alley is located down here in Kentia Hall, which is downstairs in the south lobby. Usually we were grouped up upstairs, but we've been kicked out down here with the photo ops and I think also the autograph booths. So autograph booths is located towards the back of Artist Alley, You'll see this. That's where you get all your signatures. That's where you get to meet all the voice actors. So they're probably gonna be coming in tomorrow, and hopefully that brings in more people, brings in the extra crowd, so we could sell more of our products. That is that. This is the end of day 1, and here's to day 2. Alright, so we are at day 2. This is officially the official day of LA Comic Con. Well, what I consider the official day, because Fridays are always, I feel like a lot of the times for any convention in general, it's kind of like a miss-ish. It's not as big as Saturdays, because for sure you got the whole Saturday crowd. Everybody's off of work, everybody's out of school. So no matter what, you got the Saturday crowd being the bigger crowd compared to the 3 days. Artist Alley this year is in the Kentia Hall, grouped up with the autographs. So what I saw this morning is people were rushing to the autograph section, and we're still here, kind of dead. I am definitely dead. I think I got here around 8. Convention started at 9:30. VIPs got in at 9. So I had about 30 minutes to do my makeup, 30 minutes, and then another 30 minutes to walk around and get some B-roll for you guys. But yeah, I'm tired, Mr. Krabs. So if I have to get here at 8, that means tomorrow we gotta get here extra early, because there was already a line getting into the parking structure. Not fun. But you know what? Here is a little Jacki tip. All right, so for all you vendors, if you're not lugging anything, right when you get into the South Hall lobby parking structure, the one that's literally connected to the LA convention, just park in the first ones. Don't follow the crowd. Just right when you get in, get a parking spot that's literally in the first row, like right when you get in. Why? Because getting out, there's going to be a hell of a line trying to get out. You're probably going to be spending an extra 30 minutes to 40 minutes just trying to get out of the parking structure. So my suggestion to you is park in this very, very first row. You will see a lot of people not taking these parking spots. So take it. And we just have a little walk. So it's not terrible. Like literally get out of the car, no hassle, and get in. And then right when you have to get out of this convention, it's an easy breeze, no line for you. You just literally get out of the structure. So those are my 2 cents. That's my little advice to you guys. So if I were to be selling at this con for the very first time, some things I would tell mini-me is whenever you are doing a con, probably research where you are parking. Especially since we are lugging things, it is best to know your layout, best to know if you're going to be climbing some stairs or if it's going to be on the same floor. Luckily this year we are on the same floor. No lugging up the stairs. LA Convention Center, we have to always go up the stairs. But if you're just doing a regular Artist Alley booth, you are on the base level. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same for next year. Most likely it is, because it looks like they expanded the Artist Alley and they're gonna just group us up with the autographs. So I feel like that's pretty much a future plan. Any of the new Artist Alley people, I see that they're being put in the West Hall. I have not gone to the West Hall just yet. I've only managed to get to the spooky section. You guys, at LA Comic Con, there is a spooky maze section. Not as big as last year where they had several mazes, but this time they only had one maze and they were promoting floats, something like that. It's a new TV show based off of the It clown. Very spooky, very scary. It was so fun. I went through the mazes with Sam and we had a blast. I even did a little dance with Pennywise, and that was a little creepy, but whatever. I only made it that far. I was trying to aim my way to the Maruchan booth. It looks pretty big. I heard that you get free ramen there, so for lunch I am hoping I get free ramen. Get that yummy ramen. What is your spicy levels, you guys? Comment down below. I would say mine is kind of mild. I like to taste my ramen. I don't want fire in my mouth. But yeah, I think I got kind of sidetracked. Sorry. Also, I'm supposed to be Tanjiro today. Low-key Tanjiro. Literally, I'm just wearing the robe. That's it. It's an easy cosplay. I have my little angry hair clip. Don't forget to support us. We are Shop Goobers Only. Find us at goobersonly.com. Get more cute little hair clips. Get more cute SpongeBob anime meme attire. But enough of that. Subscribe. Yeah, like I was saying, I think since I was Tanjiro, I was supposed to draw myself a little scar, and I kind of forgot that. And it's a little too late to draw myself a scar. I also did not bring my eyeshadows, which would have helped to make this scar. But all I have is eyeliners. Should I do it, chat? Should I do an eyeliner scar? It's gonna be hella dark. So yeah, another tip I will give Mini-Me is research how big this con is gonna be. For LA Comic Con, I hear it's around 100,000 people attending. I could be wrong. I would research approximately how many people are gonna be attending, the cast they're casting, the type of shows they have scheduled, so you get an eyeball of what would be popular here. I'm a SpongeBob meme account, so it does fairly well. I usually try to stock up on all my Patrick booties. My lychee sponge hair clips always do very well here. For this con, I also did bring in my fans. It's been a hot minute. Look at me. All Tanjiro'd out. Let's go. Hey, gang. But these have not been selling so well. I'm thinking of discontinuing them. I only brought 5 of each. 5 Tanjiro, 5 Nezuko, 5 Shinobu. RIP Shinobu. If you know, you know. Sorry if I spoiled it for you guys. And some Arizona iced tea. I brought 5 of each just because these usually do not do so well for me, and I have not been selling them at conventions just for that reason. Also, they're kind of heavy to lug around. Everything I can compact within two suitcases at most, but with this it takes an extra box, and it's an extra heavy box. I want to say it adds like another 35 pounds, and I can only lug so much, and I get tired by the end of the day. Since I got sidetracked again with my fans, what I was trying to go for is set a number of items of what you want to bring. Bring more of your popular items and bring less of your popular items. For your more popular items, I suggest between 10 to 15. JK, maybe 20. I would say around 20 to 25, because it is somewhat of a bigger con, specifically for LA Comic Con. Your least popular items, probably around 5. Yeah, if you sell out, you sell out. You could always direct your customers to your online store and tell them to order through there. What I personally like to do is add in a little thank you coupon code for stopping by and asking about this product. It also creates a little incentive for them to actually buy from your shop and maybe even buy more items because they do have a coupon code. And personally, I also love coupon codes, so if I ever go to a booth and I receive a coupon code, I most likely will go back to their shop and try shopping at my own leisurely time. I try not to overly do it on my stock because I don't want to be carrying too much and then lugging too many things back to my car. So that's usually my type of model, my type of workflow. I strongly suggest just researching the convention first, probably watching a couple videos like this one, and getting an eyeball of what to expect at LA Comic Con. Another thing I would tell Mini-Me, my little derpy self. This is more of a personal choice, but I would suggest to stick with an aesthetic. Our aesthetic is bright. Our aesthetic is kind of loud, somewhat. So you gotta somewhat match your booth. If your booth is nice and pink, nice and bright colors, try to match that same aesthetic. You can still cosplay, still do what you like, but usually what I feel like draws the attention is if you yourself match your booth. That helps out a lot more, brings in more customers, and it kind of just packages up the whole aesthetic. Also, I don't know if I said this yesterday, but the registration booth is right out in the front. So usually you just go in through metal detectors, you go through security, no big deal. You could easily go through that. And then registration is right on the inside, right before getting into all the halls and all the lobbies. They don't let you get into the lobbies, so make sure you get your registration badge first thing before lugging everything to your booth, because you cannot get into the hall without a registration pass. These babies are right in the front, so don't forget to get those things first. So as you can tell, it's still fairly early in the morning. I think everybody is just walking around and getting the autographs, probably seeing the exhibitor hall, and probably seeing the West Hall, trying to see the bigger booths. I think Artist Alley is last priority on their list, so we might see more walkthrough around noon, hopefully. But overall, I feel like it's a lot slower than last year and previous years. We're not in the greatest state right now, so yeah, fingers crossed we make more monies today, and I'll update you guys soon, and maybe more things I would tell Mini-Me later on. Okay, and with 5 minutes to go, the day is done. Today was so much more better than yesterday. Yesterday's numbers were pretty bad compared to today, but even though today was better, I feel like upstairs was so much better than down here, because upstairs I couldn't even walk through the aisles, and here I was able to see the floor. So if you're able to see the floor, that means it's not as packed as what you would think. We're gonna be closing very, very soon. I want to go home. The hours are brutal. I feel like they actually added more hours compared to last year. I will have to rewatch my old video to figure it out. But yeah, calling it a day. I'm gonna pack up, and I'll see you guys for day 3. Good morning, good morning. It is day 3 of LA Comic Con. I don't know why, but today I feel like my forehead's looking a little big. Whatever. Anyways, got here at 7 a.m. I am tired. I am over at Mr. Krabs. The early worm gets the VIP parking spot. Here's another tip, another point of advice. For the last day, you want to make sure you get your VIP parking spot, so you have to get here a little earlier than you usually would, just so you can get yourself a good parking spot, a good parking situation, so you can just pack up and get out of here. That's what I like to do. Alright, so overall, Saturday went very well. I wanted it to be better because I saw the sea of people upstairs, and we did not see the same kind of attraction down here. It's still very, very new, so all the guests and all the attendees were a little bit lost. Also, the Midsummer Scary section is sort of new. I think it premiered last year, because the year after that, I do not remember any scary, spooky Halloween sections. That location, it was very fun. It's just one mini maze. I remember last year they had a couple mazes, which was extra fun. I was looking forward to it this year, and I only saw Pennywise. I also tried to hit up the Maruchan booth. I heard that you get 6 free different ramens. They kind of make it for you on the spot. I was expecting a ramen packet handout, but no, they just serve it to you and give you 6 of their spice levels. I really wanted to try it, but guys, the lines, it was already hella long by the time I decided to go over there, and I decided to go there about 10-ish a.m. and there was already a hell of a line. So no thank you. I just watched it from afar. Far enough is good. The smell, I can't tell if it was the people or the ramen. So whatever's. There's always next year, or there's always the grocery store. So I think those new packets are going to be coming out soon. It's probably part of their LA Comic Con exclusive. They're going to drop later on in your local convenience stores. Alright, fingers crossed. I am hoping today will be almost as good as yesterday. Usually Saturday and Sundays are the better days. Fridays, it's usually a miss, especially since this is located in the LA Convention Center. People do not like the congestion here in downtown LA. It is very disgusting. It is something I do not miss. Alright, so as you can see, keeping it casual today. Another t-shirt and some cutesy bombs. I think I'm gonna be doing a little short giveaway of my festival fans because those do not tend to sell well. I brought only a handful. I only brought like 5 of each hand fan, and I've only managed to get rid of 6 overall out of the 4 designs. So that's not doing so well. These have to go. So any more recaps? If I was attending LA Comic Con for the very first time, selling, and I needed to prep, I needed to figure things out, I would also say bring a hidden box of snacks. These are longer hours than I expected. I'm pretty sure last year and the previous years have been shorter. The event used to end at 6, I believe. Comment down below if you know. If you know, you know. But now lately it's been from 9:30 to 7, and then today luckily it's from 9:30 to 5. Not as brutal, but we still have to tear down, we still have to do everything. So since the hours are long, I strongly suggest bring in your own snacks, bring in all your goodies down below. I like to bring some Gatorade, I like to bring some energy drinks because I don't know if you could tell, but I'm kind of half dead. Bring fulfilling snacks. Don't bring just like chips or anything. Don't bring like little snackies. Bring actual like maybe granola bars. I like to bring sour strips for a little pick-me-up boost. Cookies and maybe something salty like a beef jerky or something. I'm not a fan of those. I just bring Cheez-Its. Yeah, that's all I usually bring. Oh, and for the occasional bring a sweater. This time they actually held the LA Convention Center during September, so the cold is not really here. So sweaters are optional. I guess that kind of melded into 2. So first off, bring your own snacks. Saves you so much money. And don't forget to bring a canister of water. Here is my water. I already refilled. I am not carrying my big old jug. You know why? Because I broke it during NostalgiaCon. RIP. It was a good 2 years with that thing. So now I just have this tiny little doinky. And I mean, it's not that bad because I just take my walk. It's kind of a reminder to go take my walk and get out of here. If you have a helper, it helps to get your steps in. And the other one was to bring a sweater. So conventions get cold. They don't run the AC during this time, and they run the AC during once the convention hall actually opens up. And sometimes it typically gets cold, so a sweater would be optional, will be ideal, but it's not always required. I run on cold, so I always have a sweater on deck.
We really appreciate all of you being here this weekend and have a great show.
You heard it here, folks. 30 more minutes. I've been here for an hour and a half. It is brutal. I think actually I took a mini nap in my car. I probably left around 7:30. Did my makeup. Actually took my time. Look at these. See these little hearts? They are actually hand drawn. It took me a minute. It took me a while because I knew I had so much goddamn time this morning. So I decided to experiment a little, and look at this. Can I get a little shout out on the comment section that these look good? I tried so hard. Yeah, I think it's around 9 o'clock already. Took half an hour. Took my sweet time getting this ready. Sneaking this in here too, since I completely forgot. So welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm excited for all our new adventures. Welcome to this cringe. Literally, I did not promote my channel so much because I felt like I didn't vlog so well. I didn't accumulate my sentences so well, and low-key kind of just felt like I was I was a bit on the cringy side. Not saying I'm still not cringy, but thank you everybody for subscribing. If you have not, what are you doing? What are you doing here? No, I'm kidding. Please stay here, like and subscribe. I don't know if you have that feature, but every time I say subscribe, does your little subscribe button light up below? Please let me know, because I found that feature pretty fun. And subscribe. But if it's not working, I'm looking like an idiot. Like I was saying, I am Jackie. We are Goobish Only. I make fun merch where it's related to memes, where it's related to SpongeBob, of course. And I do also make these cute little hair clips. Not this, but these actually. They're a big seller. Usually angry hair clips are the best sellers. Even the mini angry hair clips are also very fun to use. Links to my shop are down below. And anyways, back to what we were saying. Another thing I would tell mini me is probably try to work efficiently. I know selling out here is kind of scary, so I would pre-plan my booth. I would even draw it out on Photoshop. That's what I started doing after the fact. I didn't start pre-planning my booth like 3 years ago. It's hella late to the game. I like to wing it on the spot, but you guys, don't be like me and don't wing it on the spot. It helps so much with your whole aesthetic. It helps with just keeping your booth actually visually appealing. People usually like to look at things at eye level, so make your most popular items, like I just said, eye level, and then the least popular items more down below. What helps is pre-planning. Definitely pre-plan. Don't be like me. Don't be like this scooter. So since we're talking about pre-planning, I kind of decided to paint some of my displays. I'm really digging the green. It kind of matches my tablecloth. Pink and green is the aesthetic now. I just need to paint my portable clip holders. I'm also thinking of making that lime green, and then I'll probably like rearrange my stickers because they take up a lot of my booth. I've been doing this self-service checkout style lately, and I feel like it's been working for me more. People are more sensory focused, so if they touch an item, they feel more connected to the item. That's what I think. Getting psychological here, or is that just me? Comment down below if you guys know if that's an actual theory. I heard it from a friend, so I'm taking it. I'm taking that advice. Another tip for mini me is it's okay to start off with a few items. Just make sure your displays are visually appealing. This could have just applied to my last advice, but it's an add-on. Last advice part 2. If you only have a handful of items, just display them as best as you can. Make your booth visually appealing. I mean, when I started off, I literally had like 5 enamel pins. So back to what I was saying. When I started vending, I only started off with 5 enamel pins and probably like 5 prints. And I really did not have anything on my booth. So that's when I started experimenting with tiers and levels. And usually having things at eye level help out a lot, so people can see what exactly you are selling. But yeah, I think I'll catch you guys in a few. It could be more towards end of day. Who knows? I'm having all my fingers crossed that today will be somewhat similar than Saturday. You usually don't hear Sundays being better than Saturdays, but I'm just hoping it is as good as Saturday. But yes, and we are luckily right behind Chunky, aka Chunky Tomato. We were her booth buddy during SakuraCon. We endured the SakuraCon fires. We survived. We're here, and now we are suffering at LA Comic Con together. She's still not here yet. She'll probably get here around 9:30. Yesterday, she didn't get the best parking, but it's okay. I'm here for my homie. I'm here for my friends. I got snacks for her too. I brought a whole box full of snacks. It's somewhere down there. But yes, catch you guys probably midday or end of day, because I am bad at these. Look at you guys, isn't this crazy? New shot, new view, what's up? Actually, this is kind of a bad thing. If my display was somewhat lower or consisted of it going further back, this, here's the box, it's the electrical cable, and here's the edge of my table. See that? That's room that I would be losing. And it goes up 1, 2, 3 and a half, 3, 4 and a half. Not a good situation here. But luckily, I don't need that room. Luckily, I don't need anything on that side because luckily everything on this side fits. I have everything set up as self-serve, so we're good to go. Also, this is my fit. Easy. It's giving. I just want to get out of here. Not repping Kind of Fit, Kind of Fat today. Don't forget to use code GOOBERS for 10% off for the Kind of Fit, Kind of Fat crew. If you see anything kawaii, if you see anything cute, that is me. That is this goober designing those designs. So use code GOOBERS for 10% off at kindoffitkindofat.com. Not sponsored, just here letting you guys know if you guys want to see more cutesy, more merch from me, go to their website at kindoffitkindofat.com. I don't get a cut, but I do get paid for every commission they submit to me. I get paid. So they're my homies. They're my buddies. So support my fam. Oh yeah, I forgot why I even turned this on. I guess it was just my little complaint. If I get too annoyed, I could easily just switch off the lights and tell everybody to GTFO. No, I'm kidding. I think there's a key. There's actually a lock on this thing, so I can't even touch it if I wanted to. Not that I would. It's still early in the AM. I am done opening shop. I'm done setting up somewhat, actually. I still need to turn on my Square reader, turn on my hotspot. Highly recommend to invest in a Solace hotspot. I'll link it down below. So another tip, another point of advice is you never know how your data is going to be out here, especially at Long Beach. That's when it failed me the most. So invest on a hotspot for anybody that is out here selling at Artist Alley for the very first time. Changing all the angles here, but continuing from the Solace, definitely invest in one. You don't know how spotty your internet is gonna be, and instead of risking that situation, I would firsthand invest in one. Also, convention Wi-Fi can get pretty pricey, so that's a tip from Jackie. Invest on a hotspot. And also, if you have not done so already, invest in a Square reader or a Shopify reader. Usually the better with one of these. It just makes it look a little more professional instead of handing out your phone or handing out this little thing. So yeah, instead of working around with your phone, it's best to have a little extra add-on just to make yourself look a little bit more on the professional side. I definitely recommend investing in one if you see yourself doing Artist Alley more than 2 years. They're not that bad. I think the Square readers tend to be around $50. It has been a very, very long minute for me. Like I said, it's been about 7 years. I think I got my Square year 2 after a while because I did not want to be handling customers with my cell phone. Way more professional. People feel more, I guess, secure. So yeah, another tip. That's another tip from Jackie. I'm down to my last bobos, and I'm down to 2 Chips Ahoy's. I'm down to a couple chips left. I am so ready to call it a day, and the day hasn't even started. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Uncrustables, but I love their strawberry jelly filled. Grape is good too. I was on a mission to try out all their different flavors. They have honey, they have Nutella, I think they have chocolate, of course strawberry and grape. And so far I have tried strawberry, grape, honey, and Nutella. And you guys, Nutella is So good. I don't know if you guys tried it before, but you just leave those bad boys in the refrigerator and they taste so good. Just eat it frozen. I don't even heat that thing up. I just eat it straight up. And I have not gotten a tummy egg from that. Probably in every other convention that you see me, you hear me say I have tummy eggs. So this brings me to my last piece of advice for LA Comic Con or just any con in general. Bring a little mini first aid kit. For me, have your Tums, have your Advil, Tylenol, maybe the occasional Dayquils for in case you feel like you're having a cold, and maybe an Aleve, and you are golden. And then maybe a Band-Aid or two. I bring extra pairs of contacts because sometimes my eyes get dry, so I always like to bring in an extra pair or two. For all you Artist Alley's first timers, bring in a first aid kit, and it'll help you for those time and needs that you didn't expect. ASMR. Crinkle, crinkle. Okay. I think today for sure we're in the green. We've been in the green since yesterday. We made back our expenses Friday, barely. I think we literally made it back towards the end of the day. And then Saturday was literally just anything extra, all the extras we could get. $196, $420, and then whatever miscellaneous snacks, food, write-offs I could write off real quick. Hello. Real quick. This is also a con you could easily do solo. It may be intimidating because it has the word Comic-Con in the name, but I believe in mini-me. If I needed to do this, doing it solo, it's not that big of a deal. Solo, easy to do. I would just recommend befriending your booth neighbors, so if you ever need to go to the bathroom, they can easily just look over your things. I do highly recommend to take your money bag with you just in case, because you never know. Thievery is on the loose. Everybody is sus. Just kidding. But neighbors are usually nice. Befriend your booth neighbors if you ever need to go take a mini potty break, or even go out for a snack for legit food. That's it. Alright. So you guys, we are down to 4:43. This event ends at 5 o'clock today. Once it hits 5, we are getting the heck out of here. I'm slowly packing up in the back. Normandy's doing his last minute rounds. Grab whatever you can for this last minute con. And yeah, calling it a day. Today, not that bad. It wasn't as busy as yesterday, but still pretty busy. More busy than Friday. I would say a lot more busy than Friday, but still pretty okay. Good second day. Artist Alley is questionably split up into 2 segments. So there's one in the West Hall and then one over here. I've overheard people kind of getting confused on where the Artist Alley was located because we are usually upstairs grouped up with exhibitors. But this year we kind of got replaced with the Stanley experience. They were doing a virtual 3D virtual reality 3D virtual AI thing for Stanley. I got a quick peek. It's pretty cool, but that whole backside was taken over by that and bull riding experience. So yeah, we're the problem child and we were sent down here. Maybe next year it'll be a lot better. Not with the angles again. So like I was saying, maybe next year people will get that we're down here. That is it for my recap. I think we only have 10 minutes left and I am trying to get the hell out of here. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys for Pasadena.